fictional story derives from a mythological tale, but sometimes something happens in the real world that makes such an impact that it causes these stories to be based upon them. Most of the time, these become tales of horror. This is no different for Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho and Tobe Hooper's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as these are based on true events that happened right here in Plainfield, Wisconsin.
Ed Gein for about 3 years and wrote 2 books. I live about 40 miles out of Plainfield right now, and so I go visit him quite a bit. That's about it about me. Not much to say. Ed was born in La Crosse, Wisconsin. His mother was a pure German descent, and father worked at tanneries. He didn't keep a lot of jobs. He was a big, heavy drinker, and mother was a disciplinarian at home. And she is a very highly rebound Lutheran, I think they call it. And she taught her kids the Bible constantly. Every afternoon they had Bible class pretty much in their home. And she taught the kids how bad it was to be around men. Men were bad. All they did is drink and cheat on their ways and things like that. And lived in La Crosse, I think, till he was 6. And then they moved to Plainfield. In Plainfield, they actually sold a store in La Crosse that she owned. It was in her name, Ed Gein Mercantile. And she ended up selling that to get away from the debauchery of La Crosse, Wisconsin. And she moved into that farm out in Plainfield, Wisconsin. And that's where they grew up. That was basically his early life. They were very secluded by his parents.
All right, so we are coming up on the Gein farm.
You've arrived at your destination.
This was it.
Wow.
So right behind me was where Gein's house was. This is where he did everything, all of the mutilating and stuff like that. He did it right back here. His house was back here. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, his house was burnt down after he was arrested. The people of Plainfield found out that they were trying to turn the house into a attraction for those to stay the night at. I think it was going to be a bed and breakfast, and people were, trying to turn it into this attraction. And the town of Plainfield, people here did not want that, so they burnt the house down. Now, I don't think there's any proof of that, but it's fairly obvious that they don't want people here because of Gein. It's fairly obvious that I don't even know if they want people here in general. This town is cursed and plagued by the likes of Gein and what he has done to the reputation. You want to do a quick EVP session?
Sure.
Now recording?
Is there anybody here on this property?
What happened to you here?
Is Augusta here?
Now recording?
Is there anybody here on this property?
What happened to you here?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. No, that first one was like...
No, that first one, nobody moved.
Is there anybody here on this property?
What happened to you here?
You know what it might have been? I might have went...
After going back and reviewing the footage, we discovered that Grace did make a noise during the EVP session, causing this EVP to be debunked.
Is there anybody here on this property?
What happened to you here? What we didn't realize was that we captured another possible EVP responding to my question. This one is very quiet, so we recommend headphones to try and hear it.
Is there anybody here on this property?
What happened to you here? What happened to you here? He killed him, no doubt in my mind. Basically, when they found Edward Gein, is none of the grass was burned around him. And they're fighting that brush fire. And he had a little he was hit on the head with something because it looked like he was bleeding a little bit out of the top of his head. And they couldn't prove it was Ed. Ed didn't confess to it, so he got away with it. There's no proof that Ed Gein killed his brother, but I go to my grave saying yes, he did.
He was right here, just butchering people, mutilating people. All right, so we just got done at Gein Farm. I feel like that surrealness is kind of setting in a little bit.
I think after seeing the farm and just the property that it all happened on, most definitely.
That surrealness is kind of starting to set in a little bit, I think.
Well, the one thing that people say is he remembers when they had the store, they used to slaughter cattle in the back. And he actually walked in on his mother and father, they're slaughtering a hog, and he actually got to watch it. Saying is that he got an erection during it. You know, he doesn't comment on that, but he remembers the incident a lot. I think that was his first introduction to things like that. His mother died. You know, his mother was his world. I mean, his world revolved around his mother. He took care of her when she had her stroke. And when she died, basically, they said Ed cried like a child inside the funeral parlor. They had her on, showing her. And it was right after that, I want to say 6 months to a year, when he finally started digging up, because they actually tried to dig up his mother, and he couldn't get down to her because of the sandy soil. And plus, she was encased in cement because of the sandy soil. So he tried it, couldn't do it, and he thought he could raise the dead. If you want to get into the paranormal side. And he used to dig up the women after that, and he'd do some sort of ritual thinking he could raise them from the dead, which never worked, of course. And that's how he started. So when he actually dug up Grace Beggs in 1947 was his very first time he dug up, and he took her whole body.
So right now we are at Spiritland Cemetery, and I just love the sign. The sign is just so spooky.
Beautiful.
So we're gonna go in here and see if we can talk to some of the people that were dug up at one point, and just see what's going on. All right, who are we looking for?
Grace Beggs.
Is that the only one that's here?
Yep, only confirmed one.
It is very calming in an eerie way. It's very secluded, like I said. I mean, it would make sense that he would be able to get away with you know, digging up a body here. So here is Grace Beggs. Grace, can you come talk with us? Just want to get to know you a little bit. It's like totally dead.
It is.
Like nothing coming through in this. Grace, do you know what happened to you? It was like a male voice though, right? Kind of sounded like a male voice. Just had a quick male voice and that was it. Like nothing else. Me.
All right, Miss Grace. I'm sorry for everything that happened to you.
Yeah, we're sorry to hear about what happened to you. It's very sad. But we're gonna get going, okay? All right, you guys ready?
Well, basically what Ed did is he'd keep track of, you get the newspaper every day and he'd look at the obituaries and he'd be able to see all the women that died that day and basically try to pick up the women that were more, looked like his mother, about that age. That's who he'd go after. And he'd go through either that night or the night after to dig her up. And in the beginning, he used to just take the whole body. But toward the end I'd say about the middle of the end of him grave robbing, he only took the heads or parts that he actually wanted.
Holy shit, that is a big cemetery.
That is a very large
You've arrived at
cemetery.
your destination.
We're gonna need to figure out where the plot of this person was. Yeah, so Lola E. Foster was here at Hancock Cemetery, and pretty much what happened was Gein came here and he dug her body up and used it for weird oddities and other things like that. So this is one of the cemeteries that Gein came to and unfortunately dug up bodies here. We'll find the grave and do a quick spirit box session or something. Kind of surreal to be here, and it's starting to give me that that Dahmer moment of like, wow, this was real, you know, now being here. Yeah, we're gonna find Lola's grave, see if we can maybe communicate with her real quick, and yeah. Foster right here.
Lola E, right there.
Oh, right there, we passed right by it.
Well, hey, did you hear that?
Hey.
Sounded female too.
Miss Lola, are you here with us?
That was weird though. As soon as we turned it on, we got a hey.
What was that?
Is there anybody else here with the Foster family? We hear you, but can you speak a little more clear for us?
So like I said, hi.
Hi.
All right, Lola. It was good talking with you. Enjoy your little flower down there.
Thank you, Lola.
Thank you so much.
Or whoever we communicated with. Thank you. Hi. Hi.
Do we think it was Lola?
Possibly. There's no confirmation behind if it was or not.
Yeah.
Basically, now the big thing that they talk about, did he ever have sex with the bodies? No, he did not. He says it in his court reports, and the one thing I found out in the court reports, he never lied. Okay, now he took the parts out to build the lamps, lamp shades, build the chairs. He used the heads for soup bowls. He used lips for a shade for the windows, and then he used the heads. He actually hang them behind his bedpost, put them on the wall as like a trophy. And he'd take the skin off the face, of course, and he had different face masks that he used to wear when he dressed up as a girl. That's what he used to do with some of the parts. And also, there's no record of him actually being a cannibal. Nothing. He had totally admits he could not eat the meat because it was spoiled because of the embalming fluid.
Another massive one, but this one has multiple people that were dug up at Gein, so it's going to be kind of hard for us to try and find every single one. We're going to do a walking assist. Grace is going to have the headphones on. All right, let's head over here. Over after I just said over there. Feel free to talk with us. We're at Plainfield Cemetery right now, but feel free to talk with us. We just want to get to know you a little bit. We're not here to harm you at all.
It sounded like it said something with an E.
Is this,
I don't know.
is this Ed?
No, it said it really fast.
So right off the bat, right now, we are currently looking for Ed Gein's grave. You know, we're gonna find him first, and then we're gonna try to find some of his victims. With the time frame we have, it's very slim, so we need to make sure that we can hit everything. So we're not gonna be able to find every single victim today, but you know, we want to find Gein's and we want to find some of the victims, try to talk with them a little bit. We are gonna catch up with Grace and try to see if we can head to the back of the cemetery, because I think that's where it might be.
I am.
I am? Who is this? Who are we talking to right now?
Hi.
Oh shit. There's a warden. So we are heading over right now, we just found it, to Miss Warden's grave. Miss Warden was actually shot by Gein, and we're gonna stop later at her store that she had. So but this should be her grave over here, so we're gonna see if we can talk to her. You passed me?
Yeah.
Is that what it said? That might have been one of the other victims.
Yeah.
Is Bernice here?
Oh no.
What? Are you upset that we're bothering you?
No, we don't mean to bother you. We just want to get to know you a little bit, talk with you. Oh my God.
Hi, Bernice.
We just happened to stumble across her grave right now, so we decided to make a stop.
Yep.
And it sounds like she is talking with us, which is absolutely incredible. So now we're heading over this way, and we're gonna go see if we can talk with him a little bit here. But this won't be the last opportunity we get today, because tonight we're spending a night in a place that has been known to have contact with Ed Gein. Here we are.
Wow. Ooh, that was like a bark. It's like, oh.
I bet you that was his right there.
Wow.
People taking dirt from it. So we're being told that they said that they dug up this person as well.
Some messed up.
And he gets buried right there. So 1951, Henry Gein was in 1944. His mom was in 1945. His father was in 1940, right? So all of his family died before this person right here.
Okay,
It sounds
so,
like.
watch them burn.
Watch them burn.
When did he
That's fucked up.
something else?
Guys, his grave would have been right in between these two. You could see people are digging it up.
You took me away.
You took me away. Oh my God. After I'm just talking about,
broken up and said you took me away. Oh my God.
after I just brought up that the grave was taken from here. Apparently, guys, the place that we're investigating tonight, the overnight, Augusta, his mother, is said to be there to try and defend him. Two? To try and, she's, oh my God, dude. Like, I can't even talk right now. I can't even talk. We could be talking to his mother tonight as well. Like I said, his grave would have been right next to hers, and he was very close with his mother. So, yeah. it's, oh my God, dude. I'm starting to feel sick.
Help me. Are you?
Yeah. No, like my stomach.
They're like you or like yo. Are you making? That's me. Augusta?
At this point, I become so overwhelmed with the twisting feeling in my stomach that starts to travel up towards my chest. This is something I have truly never felt before on an investigation of any kind. While I'm not claiming this is something to do with the paranormal, it's just a weird feeling. Ed, what you did was sick.
I'm not.
You were sick. You were a sick individual.
What made you think that was something?
I don't know.
Eleanor, are you here?
It's like a female voice, and she was like, "I'm right here," or something. I'm here.
Is that Eleanor or is that Augusta? Oh my God, dude. I don't know what happened. Explain to you, I just don't know. Like, you said good. I don't know what happened, but like a little bit ago there, just like, I don't know why, but just like my stomach, like I felt like I was gonna like throw up a little bit. Not gonna lie. Like, I don't usually get like that, but like it just hit me. I feel weird doing this vlog style right now. I just feel gross. I feel gross right now.
Are you making Zach all icky sicky?
Oh, there's that same pain again.
Where is it?
Like, right through here.
Oh, okay.
And like,
Please don't.
I don't like that. You okay? Whoa.
I don't know why. I just like, and like it gets up to my head too.
Well, not to get gruesome or morbid, but I'm assuming since the stomach is the most open and flat area besides the back, you know, that could be where it's.
And then like my head hurts now too. Like I'm getting a headache. I don't know why. I'm not trying to be like over dramatic. I don't want people to think that. I just like, I don't know why I'm like feeling like. Because of this intense feeling that keeps coming and going, I decided it would be best for us to take a break and move on to our next location.
Murdered Mary Hogan on December 8th, 1954, and he killed Bernice Ward on November 16th, 1957. And they never found out anybody who was actually killed Mary Hogan. The investigation just stalled until they found her head in a knapsack when they arrested Ed on November 16th. Mary Hogan was killed in Babcock, Wisconsin, at her bar, and the bar is no longer standing, but he walked in there one night after she closed and basically just walked in there and shot her in the head. It's like he did with Bernice Ward on the 16th. They actually went there in the morning of the 16th. All the men are out deer hunting, and she had the store open, and he just happened to walk in there after he bought antifreeze, got a .22 rifle out of the cabinet, pulled a bullet out of his pocket, shot her in the head too.
Right behind me is the former site of the Mary Hogan's Tavern. And what happened here was Gein came here and he actually shot and killed Mary Hogan. This is one of the victims that he actually killed. But the tavern was right here. It was a big bar. It was just right here. Can we talk to Mary? It's like a male voice.
That was a male voice.
Who was that? Who's the male voice that just came through?
Kind of sounded like it either said like stop, or kind of sounded like Zach.
I heard it say it's him.
Oh.
Can we speak to Mary Hogan?
There's stuff starting to come
there's
through.
definitely stuff coming through. Mary, again, we're sorry for what happened to you.
I heard that was female.
Female, yeah.
There we go. You good?
Yep, we're going.
All right.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.
I'll do our next stop.
Cool.
Alright guys, so right behind me is the Warden's Hardware Store. It is no longer the Warden's Hardware Store, but used to be, and this is where Ed Gein actually shot a woman in the head. We have received exclusive access into what used to be the Warden's Hardware Store in Plainfield, Wisconsin. I don't think I've ever seen anyone investigate this building before. We're gonna investigate it real quick. It's not something crazy, but we're just gonna investigate it real quick. The owner was super nice and let us in here, and yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is the area that Bernice Warden
So he parked back here.
was killed in. He parked back there.
He parked back here, opened it, came through here, closed it, locked it, asked her for a gun is what they say. Asked her for a gun, then loaded the .22 and shot her in the back of the head.
Right back here. I just can't believe this. This is the hardware store. Bernice Warden, if you're in here, please use this device to talk with us. EVP real quick. Nothing.
Well, because we got stuff at the cemetery that's
With her.
it was like kind of spot on.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So she could be there,
She could be there.
not here.
This is kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
Her body was at Gein's house for a really long time, and then they pieced her back together, is what they said.
He was out at Robert Hill's home. That was a little boy that he hung around with quite a bit. And the father, Lester Hill, invited him over for supper that night. And that morning, he killed Bernice Warden. He actually had her already dressed all like a deer. And he actually went out and changed all the tires on his car. That's when Robert Hill walked through his driveway and asked him to come over for supper, but thought it was odd that he's changing his tires in the middle of winter. But anyways, he went over there, had a nice pork chop dinner, cookie for dessert, and the cops pulled in the driveway, and they arrested him sitting out in his car. He was getting ready to come to town and see what all the commotion was about. So he was arrested there and brought into Watoma jail that night. Probably about 6:30 at night they got him.
And he confessed to everything?
He did not confess to Mary Hogan because he says he doesn't remember it. He did confess to Bernice Warden after they bribed him with some apple pie with cheese on it he requested. And he started talking. Yeah, he got the insanity plea all the way throughout. And actually, I can't remember how long he was actually in the insane asylum until they finally found him fit for a trial. And actually, adding to that is after he died, the CSI department, there was a judge that actually released the remains that were found in his home. And those remains were returned to Plainfield Cemetery and unmarked grave in 1963.
Do you believe that Ed is haunting some place there in Plainfield, Wisconsin?
I'll tell you, I was out there with a voice box and stuff myself. We were catching stuff on his property. His mother came through a lot. Like, she protects him. And also at his gravesite, he'll talk through the ghost box once in a while, the GS7, I think they call it. And we go to the museum in Watoma. He's there a lot. And like I said, his mother protects him. You try asking him questions, his mother comes through to protect him, and you pretty much got to ask her permission to talk to Ed. And actually, there was a lady that was there February 11th in the doctor's office at the museum, and actually she was a medium, and she actually felt Mary Hogan was there. I thought that was kind of odd. Like, why would Mary Hogan be near Ed Gein? He definitely did not move on. I mean, he's around those three places. If you go out there and really try to talk to him, he's there, especially at the museum in Watoma. He's there, his mother's there. We actually had Henry come through at one point in time, so it's pretty active.
All right, guys, so tonight we are investigating the former jail that once held Ed Gein. This jail is said to be haunted by him. It has artifacts inside of it that he used during his massacres and his mutilations. Tonight, we're investigating here. We're going to see if we can contact him, as well as his mother, who is said to be protecting him here. So let's head inside. Let's go to his cell. So this is it right here. This is Ed's cell. So he was held in here for a little bit when they were trying to figure out what to do with him. So right here is a case of items that he used during his killings and mutilations. And we got permission to actually hold an item in this case that he used. This is the knife right here that Ed Gein used to mutilate people. It's crazy.
How do you feel?
That's crazy.
How do you feel right now?
That's wild. I literally waited while we were doing B-roll.
Yeah.
Literally waited while doing B-roll. Just stared at it, and this is it.
That's crazy.
How do you feel? What's going on in your head right now?
I don't know, it's just kind of like I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'll be good. Just weird. Put it back for now.
Yeah, just.
We're gonna be using that tonight as a trigger object while doing Estes and several other experiments in this cell to see if we can try to contact him. Let's go lights out. So right off the bat, let's do Estes method. I'm gonna wear the headphones and hold the knife at the same time.
Oh my. Alright, where would you like me to stand? You probably want to sit where I am.
Is that the one that was messing up?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Hello? Can you touch the REM pod again for us, just like you did? That was weird.
So what we're gonna do is we're about to do an Estes method, but we're gonna do an Estes method holding the knife that Ed used. So we're gonna see what happens. Yeah, just go for it.
Ed, are you here with us? Or is it Augusta?
No thought. Like, as soon as you said Augusta,
Yeah.
no came through and then thought.
Who said no when Grace asked if it was Augusta here? Can you tell Zachary? Baby?
Baby, B-A-B-Y, baby.
Baby. Who are you calling a baby?
Some weird like glitching like happening. It's like super crunchy.
Yeah, we could hear it was crunchy.
Yeah.
It's
Crunchy
weird.
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Unlock?
So far, it seems as if most of the activity we're getting is from the Ovilus device. But don't let that fool you. We're all feeling a little uneasy and on edge being in Ed's cell.
Are you good?
Yeah, I just got like a sharp pain in my hand.
Is it in like your pointer finger? Or your
Yeah.
thumb?
My pointer finger.
Your pointer finger?
Ed, if you are here with us, I'm gonna put this back on. I need you to come talk with us. I just want to talk with you.
We're
I
not?
know you've talked to a lot of people, and I'm sure your mother is probably really pissed off that we're here right now.
Alright, Ed.
Try to justify what you did to us if you're so upset.
Religion?
No, that's not cool, but like,
That's crazy because
as soon as I
literally.
tell us why, justify yourself.
What did you say?
It
It sounded like you just said something.
There's an underlying female voice. Sounds like middle-aged, and it's like under the static, like really under there. And it's like, I can hear them, but what did I tell you about talking to them?
No way.
Ain't no way.
Augusta, is that you? Come over here.
The way this voice was coming through was so far under the static, but just reachable. We believe this may be Augusta coming through, telling Ed not to talk to us.
If you don't want us talking to your son, come over here and talk with us.
We're not gonna
What are you
hurt him.
talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
It's dangerous.
Oh, it could be her talking to him, and he's like maybe wanting to talk with us, and she's like, don't try to justify it, it's dangerous. Augusta, can you hear us right now?
Again, so far underneath the static. It's like, they can hear me. I don't want them to hear me.
Why not? I got chills, bro.
We're gonna be here all
There was a
night.
male voice this time. It was like, it sounded
you?
like it said,
No.
That
I
wasn't
can
you?
hear them talking about me.
Take your headphones off.
Oh,
Did you just breathe like really hard?
No?
it wasn't me. I heard,
Yes, yes. And it was like a male.
it was like
It was right here.
right here.
And it was like,
While Emily and Grace thought this breath was a disembodied voice, after reviewing the footage, we can now debunk it as being me exhaling in confusion of what the response was that just came through. It was like, it sounded
you?
like it said,
No.
that
I
wasn't
can
you?
hear them talking about me. It's really weird because it's so far hidden.
That was me.
Lightning. It's storming.
It's lightning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far hidden underneath the static. Like, I was struggling. I could hear them talking. I could hear a full conversation happening so
She
far.
responded to what I said. I was like,
You're here, can you hear us? And she's like, they can hear me.
I don't want them to hear me.
After this, we decided to head over to the medical exhibit where Augusta is said to come through. Alright. Now recording. Is Augusta in here with us? After 3 full EVP sessions, we received no responses. But after spending more time in the room, we finally got some activity. And it was once again from the Ovulus.
Once?
Guy.
Bro.
You want us to do you want Zach out of the room?
You can't just say remove Guy and not give us anything else. We gotta make sure that that's what you want. If that's what you want, we'll make it happen.
Are you good?
Yeah, did you hear a noise out there?
Yeah.
You heard it?
There's like a little tap, yeah.
I heard a whistle.
Oh, I didn't hear all that.
I heard like a "Ding." Oh, well. You can't just say remove Guy and Guy and Guy and...
This unexplained tap is kind of hard to hear, but it does sound like it's coming from the hallway, so I take this as my cue to leave the girls alone.
Alright, hey. Guess what?
Guy's out.
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nope.
So I'm gonna try ask this in here real quick.
I'm down.
Sure.
Oh. Hello? There's like a female voice. It's under the static.
Ooh. Augusta.
Is this Augusta? When you speak through the radio waves coming through, she'll hear you.
And she'll share with us what you're saying.
There's a male voice, but it's too quiet.
And speak up a little louder so we can understand you. I think this is a new way for you to talk with us a little bit. Can you come do that? Oh my god.
No fucking way. Did she see that?
No, she didn't see it.
That was weird as hell. No fucking way, bro.
She saw it this time. Who's playing with the music box? What's your name? Oh my god, dude.
Hello. And that is how you turn the music box on and off.
Yeah, who's playing with it right now? What'd she say?
She went, ooh. But I don't think that was a response. I think that may have been a reaction.
Poverty pray.
Interesting. You okay? What's the matter?
Is somebody walking?
No.
No one's moving.
Because I've been feeling like
Drift finger.
I can feel footsteps.
I mean, I'm kind of moving over here.
No, like they're like heavy footsteps.
Like someone
Like
actually
somebody
walking.
is like walking.
Who's walking around by Grace? Speed it up. Hello. Do you look... There you go. I got chills, man.
The activity in the room was becoming very limited, so we decided to investigate other areas of the jail and eventually make our way back to Ed's cell to test our luck. You wanted to do Estes, right? Yeah.
Mutiny.
Within terms.
Alright, we good?
Yep. Yeah. Do it. Don't be afraid to talk with us. We just want to understand you a little more.
I hear a female voice, very distant, very quick under the static.
She's hearing the exact same thing I'm hearing right now, I bet. The exact same thing. When she's done, I'm going to ask her, what it sounded like, what type of, like how old she thinks that person was. Once again, just as Grace and I have heard doing Estes here, a female voice hidden underneath the static. As I've mentioned before, we believe this may be Augusta, but we aren't 100% sure. This experience continues through Emily.
I'm starting to hear stuff under the static again. Can't tell if it's a male or a female though.
I hear a male voice, very distant, inaudible.
Whoever's talking behind the static, can you come like a little closer and try to push?
Male voice under the static. Can't understand what it's saying though. It's like very far.
Whoever that male voice is, can you come a little closer, use a little more energy, and try to push your voice out so we can hear you. We really want to talk with you.
Knife?
Is it knife?
Yeah.
There's a male voice coming through, but now it sounds a little bit closer than what it was.
Ed, we're gonna try an EVP session again. We're gonna turn off the spirit box and try the EVP session again. Can you try coming through the spirit box one more time?
Sounds like the male voice is talking more frequently, but still the same distance, pretty far. Can't understand what it's saying, but I hear like just a male voice, like having a pretty lengthy word.
She's gonna use it.
Do you want to try to see if anything comes through for open?
I was gonna do an EVP session.
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Now recording? Ed, what kind of car did you have?
What street was your house on?
What was this used for?
Paint.
Emily asks,
What was this used for?
in reference to Ed's knife that she's currently holding. I find this obvious response to be extremely morbid. Is this Ed trying to tell us he used this knife to paint? That is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because we don't know for sure if that's what he used for, or if he was like...
Could be a spatula.
You want to do one more round real quick?
Sure.
What was your favorite song to play on violin? You heard that?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about it.
You heard?
What's on your mind?
It's like I can't tell what it is, man. Like, it's just weird. I feel like, yes, in a way he's being suppressed. But I'm also feeling like, for some reason,
Interest.
the energy isn't here for him to use. Your last chance to talk with us. When you leave in your cell and you won't be coming back into your cell. Wagon. Console.
July. Well, it's June right now. So,
Halfway through.
He died in July.
what?
Your quietness through this thing is making you look guilty. Ed, what you did was evil. It was not human. What you did was disgusting. I hope you know that. We don't praise you for the things that you've done. Alright. So Hunting Gein has finally come to an end, and the whole journey has just been insane. You know, with Hunting Dahmer, it was a new experience for us. Some of the stuff that we were able to do, you know, it's just a different feeling from the first one as well, because, you know, we were in this big city and now we're in this small town. It's a completely different feeling, but both in the same state. Such a weird thing.
I thought the investigation was pretty neat. The evidence we caught was pretty good. I did experience some like weird feelings, weird vibes in like the doctor area.
Honestly, I think it went pretty well. It was very interesting doing another one of these episodes with our series, and I got really just weird when we first went into the cell, and like when I first like was able to touch the knife. Being able to hold the knife, probably the craziest thing I've ever done. Being able to hold that, I mean, who can say that? Who can honestly say that? It was very just odd, and stuff lined up pretty well.
I definitely think this place is haunted. It is like a high possibility that Gein is here.
So that's it. That was Hunting Gein. See you guys on the next one.